This is a short video clip on the Whangie, which is situated in the Kilpatrick Hills near central Scotland. Access is via the A809, otherwise known as the Stockenmuir Road, and there's a large car park at the bottom and the start of the walk, which you can see here in this video. Access to the walk is clearly marked in the bottom of the car park. Entering over a stile and over some wooden planks, you start the gentle climb initially, climbing up on mainly a grassy slope. I do recommend that as you climb you take the time to look back over the shoulder, as in the right lighting the views to the distant hills can be quite spectacular. Take in the scenery and enjoy the rest of the climb as it climbs slowly up the side of the hill. After approximately half a mile, you'll come to the first viewpoint on your right hand side. It's always worthwhile taking a stop here, having a look around and enjoying the scenery below you and watching the traffic wind their way up the A809 as they wind their way past the car park. Continue the path until it forks. Here you can take the left hand fork up towards the trig point, which leads you up to a great viewpoint, or you can carry on to the right and round to the Whangie itself. Looking across from the viewpoint, the trig point, you can see the Cocknow Hills in the distance. You can also swivel right the way around and look at the Campsie Hills. From the trig point, looking northeast, you can see a small cairn. This marks the second summit of the hill. It's well worth a trip here as it gives you a different viewpoint. As we swing round here towards the Cocknow Hills, you can see the two small mounts in the foreground. These are known as the Maiden's Paps and form part of the Cocknow Hills themselves. From the summit you may care to retrace your footsteps back down onto the main path. Following it round will take you to the Whangie itself. You have the option of turning left at this fork here and entering it from this entrance, or following the main path around and entering it from the top entrance. The Whangie itself is a series of upright basalt rocks which have become detached from the adjacent cliff, leaving a narrow corridor passing through between the rock outcrop and the cliff face. The walls rise to around 50 feet on either side, and as with many geological features, it carries a local legend about its formation. Legend has it that the formation of the Whangie was down to the devil, who, returning late one night from a visit to the local witch's coven, rounded the mountain so quickly that his tail caught and sliced into the hillside, causing it to split and separate. However, for the more rational among you, our geologist cousins will advise you that this was actually formed by something called glacial plucking, which is a term used for a very particular type of erosion caused by the movement of ice across the rock surfaces and pulling out softer rocks and leaving the harder ones behind. Once in the Whangie itself, there are two possible routes through this, one wide and one narrow. Overall, the length of the Whangie, or the track through it, is about 300 feet long. Depending upon the time of day you choose to visit this, and the direction which you choose to attack it from, the lighting can be quite dramatic as it pierces its way through the narrow gully, giving an almost ethereal feel to the place. And you can totally understand the legend around the devil creating this. Exiting the cleft on the western end of the Whangie, looking into the distance you can clearly see Loch Lomond with several of its islands quite clearly in view. While there are several ways of getting back down to the car park, most people just choose to retrace their footsteps down the footpath they used to climb up. Overall, you're climbing about 350 metres as an ascent, and if you're going direct to the Whangie, it's about 2 3/4 miles there and back. If you take in the trig point, it's slightly longer, roughly about 3.5 miles for the full round trip.